I wanted to give you an arsenal, or kind of like a handbook that you can rely on as you walk through this living history. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Kelley. You may know me as Kindly Kelley on Instagram. If you like the content in this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like the content. So many people have recently been awakened to the need to be a more engaged citizen. In the wake of George Floyd's killing, I felt compelled to share nuggets of information that you might find useful, to have more opportunities to make change, to be the change you wish to see in the world. We all have resilience and strength within us. I want to tap into yours and guide you through a sort of a handbook on how to be more engaged as we are living through this real-time history. So here are my tips on how anyone can become more politically involved. Number one, vote. This may seem obvious, not to all of you. Some of you may say voting doesn't count. Let me read you something. 42% of America, or nearly half of America, did not vote in the 2016 election. 95 million people did not vote. Little more than a quarter of our country determined who sat in the Oval Office in 2016. Your vote matters. Please go vote. And we only have two options. Number two is protesting. This is probably one of the bravest things you can do right now, since it can essentially end your life during an epidemic. It's something that our country has done, goodness, since a very long time. I'll put down below how long it has actually been. I will not be protesting in crowds right now during a pandemic because I am a mother of 2 young children. And in lieu of protesting, this brings me to tip number 3, which is to donate. Don't underestimate the power of money, even yours. Donating to organizations, causes, campaigns, candidates that you care about or are passionate about is incredibly impactful. I will list a few suggestions that I have of places you can donate to now. Tip number 4 is to volunteer. No matter whether you join in a phone bank, making phone calls to neighbors or in your general community about a candidate that you really would like to be elected, or hosting a campaign worker in your home, whatever it may be, and maybe in the future knocking on doors again, volunteering connects you with other people in the political world that sort of sets you up to have opportunities to make change, to connect with your community in a way where you can be a part of the foundation of how your society works. And it's a beautiful, wonderful thing to be a part of. Number 5 is get friends and family involved. This may not seem obvious, but it absolutely is the foundation of your ultimate success, I think. Not always, but in many instances, when you've got people to work with you as a team, you have the momentum potentially to push through the causes that you care deeply about and make the world a better place because of it. When I was 8 years old, I asked friends and family members of mine to help me clean up the Potomac River. I really wanted my best friend to have ice cream with me at the harbor. And there were pretty routinely dead ducks in the river. She and I both knew that. She did not want to be around that. It was too upsetting to her. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, that is kind of upsetting. What can I do about it? And I just decided to, that I would clean up the river. And my dad encouraged me to ask permission from the businesses along the river. And I was denied. They said that they had a group of folks that cleaned. They had I guess a company that cleaned the river for them. But I didn't fail when I sought this ask out. Since I called the businesses, I think this is right, I have never seen a dead duck in the Potomac River. Ever since then, the river has been clean. This was powerful for me, and it changed who I am fundamentally. And it's probably the reason why I found politics so attractive. And by the way, if you don't already know this, politics, the word politics derives from the Greek politikos and from politis, which means citizen, and then polis, which means city. So essentially it means the city of people. Politics doesn't work without all of us working together, quite simply put. It's dysfunctional when it doesn't happen. So I encourage each and every one of you who has watched this video to find ways to be more politically active. I'm very happy. I could go on and on and on about more tips. But leave your tips below in the comments section. I'd love for you to share what things you do and have done, and what tip surprised you the most, and what tip you disagree with me on. We are better together, no matter what you look like, where you come from. There's a reason why everyone wants to be in our country, given our warts and all. Take advantage of the country you were born into and be as engaged as you can. All that. Be well, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Before I begin, I want to say that I am open to conservative and liberal viewpoints. I was raised in a Republican, independent household. I am the only Democrat in my family of origin. I'm sure affiliations have changed since the time I was raised. This week, I didn't feel right about posting the videos I've been posting about. This week, I wanted to address the pulse of the moment so that I could be useful. Motherhood is about modeling adulthood, about how to be and how to act in the world. I want to show my children how to be politically engaged.